Hey, what's up guys? This is Shiju from E&S Creative Works and welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be wrapping this tumbler. This is a 20-ounce tumbler and I'm going to try my best to do a full wrap on this. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to set this up on PiGrip2 and how I'm going to run this on Lightburn with the design and get this engraved. So if you're new to engraving tumblers, I suggest you to watch as much YouTube videos as you can, because as my first time, there was so many errors that I faced and I had to watch all these YouTube videos to get it right. So right now I have my own method and I think I got it right, so I could show that to you and you could let me know if I need to make any changes, or you could try this settings and my method on your own and see how it works out for you. So this is my setup right here. I have the PiGrip2 inside the OneLaser XRF, and underneath this is a base so I could lower the bed so that the laser head is aligned with my tumbler when I fit it in, and also it doesn't hit anything else over here. So once you have the 4-pin connected, make sure that the laser head is aligned with this line. So do not turn on the rotary switch yet. You just have to make sure that this laser head is aligned on this line right here, and also the line that's on this white plastic piece over here. So let me bring my laser head down, and if you see the red dot, that has to align with that small line that's over there. So right now I have the red dot perfectly aligned on that line right there. So I'm going to move it to the left and make sure that it is also lined up over here. So I'm going to move it to my left and I have that lined up correctly, and now I'm going to move it back and just place it there and also hit set to origin. So right after this is aligned, just turn it on, and now we'll go over to the Lightburn setups and figure that out. So before you go into Lightburn, you got to get your measurements right, especially when you're doing full wraps for the tumblers. So just get yourself a caliper, and then you have to get the diameter and also the height in order to fully wrap this 20-ounce tumbler. So when I first started, I was looking at the brand name of the tumbler and also Google searching what the measurements would be for that specific tumbler and for that size of it. But now, since I have the caliper, I'm going to be doing the measurement myself. So in Lightburn, when you get the diameter, the circumference gets populated on its own in Lightburn. So right now, I'm going to check the diameter. You go into the widest part of the tumbler and get the numbers. So right now, I'm at 75.1 millimeter. So next thing you need to know is this measurement over here. You need to know the height of this, so when you engrave it, it's touching the whole tumbler. One thing you could do is use calipers, or you could use some kind of measuring tool. Right now, I'm going to use this measuring tape right here, and I'm going to engrave this whole thing right on top. Maybe once I engrave it, I'm going to leave some gap on the top. So right now, this is 8 inches. So I got my tumbler set up. Since this is a 20 ounce, this would not fit inside the tumbler. So I put it outside and made the grip tight enough so it doesn't fall off. So now when I do the engraving, I'm going to be measuring the height from here until the bottom so that the laser head does not touch any of the legs. Once you have the tumbler set up, you have to make sure that it's leveled up. You just get this small leveler. This came with the PiGrip2 if you bought them from Lens Digital. If not, you should get yourself a leveler and make sure that it's in the middle. If it's not aligned, you could use this roller on the bottom to level it. You could bring it up and down to make sure it's leveled, or you could use this as well to make sure it's leveled. Now I have my Lightburn opened up and I have the rotary turned on. So when you have your laser ready, it will show ready status here, and also when you have your rotary enabled, it will also show green down here. So in order to go to that settings, you go up here, rotary setup, you hit rotary setup, and if it's a chuck or a roller, you gotta make sure you select it. So the PiGrip2 that I have is a chuck. I have chuck selected and I have it enabled. So right here is where you put your numbers in. The diameter that I had was 75, so I put in 75 0.1 right here, millimeter, and the circumference would get updated automatically. So if you were to put 95, you'll see the circumference change. So then you go back to 75.1, and there you go. This is my circumference. So as soon as you have your tumbler set up, you could just get a painter's tape or any kind of tape and just place it on your tumbler. So right now I am placing this sticker over here, and then you have to bring your laser head to your position that you want. So right there, I have my laser head right there marked, and now I'm just gonna get a pen and mark it right there. Now the next step is to get your SPR correct in Lightroom. Right now I have it as 10,000, but I'm going to keep playing around with these numbers and keep hitting test and make sure the tumbler is aligned with that red dot that I added right now on the sticker. So since it's 10,000 is too low for me, I'm going to start off with, let's do 15,000. I'm going to do 15,000 and hit test. As soon as I hit test, the tumbler is going to rotate, and you could see the laser pointer and make sure that it gets to where your dot is. So right now I'm close enough. I'm not there yet. It has to be fully circle and touch that dot right there. So now I'm going to go back to my SPR and try 18,000. So this is my test number 2. I'm running this on 18,000 SPR. So it's real close. It's not there yet. It's not touching the dot. So I'm going to do this number again and increase it maybe by 500. So now my third number is 18,500. Let's see if this gets perfectly aligned. It's not there yet. It's just a little bit more. So now I'll try 18,700. All right, so now this is 18,700 SPR, and let's see if this gets aligned correctly. There you go. I got it. So for this tumbler, my SPR is 18,700. So I'm back on my OneLaser, and I want the engraving to start here so it doesn't conflict with the legs over here. So I'm gonna do set to origin and also focus. So now it's being focused right there. Hit set to origin, and let's hit frame on Lightburn. So once you hit frame on Lightburn, you will see where it's going to start from and where it's going to end. So right now you could see that it's only touching here and it's not going out of bounds from the tumbler. All right, so now I have my tumbler set up, my settings corrected, and now I'm gonna let this run. I send my image into the XRF, and I have it idle over here, and now I'm gonna let this run. And the engraving is done. It took over 25 minutes, around 25 to 26 minutes, and this is the final product. I'm gonna take this out, make sure you have gloves on, otherwise you'll have residue on your hand, and this is the final product. So I'm just gonna wash this off and clean it. One thing you gotta keep in mind is it looks like I did not frame my picture correctly, so you'll see this gap right here. So I have a gap right there. Just make sure that you have your picture lined up with your frame. So I'm gonna wash this off and I'll show you how it looks clean. All right, here we go. Here's the final product. Just wash it off and wipe it clean and make sure it's dry, and you'll see it crystal clear. Look at that. Came out nice. I just have to make my adjustments next time to make sure that it is aligned properly. And here is a 20-ounce tumbler with my eagle and flag logo. All right, guys, thank you for your support and thank you for visiting my channel. Let me know in the comments if I did anything wrong or if you have any other advice for me to get this corrected or have it perfect next time I run. Or if you have your own method that's easier than mine, please let me know in the comments. All right, thank you for your support. Peace.